Dear friends and supporters of the Island of Israel, we are here in the Knesset in the first day of the new government of Israel. Many people ask me, what do I think? What do I think about the government, about the new Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, and so on? What can I say? A lot. We have a lot what to speak about. But in the meantime, briefly, I will explain that this is a very bad situation for the land of Israel, from Am Israel, for the people of Israel, and for all the nations. Unfortunately, Naftali Bennett did a government with Arabs for the first time in the history of Israel. We have Arabs in control in the government. They declare everywhere they can that they are against Israel as a Jewish state, that they will try to do whatever they can to bring the Sharia laws here, and they are inside the government now. So next time we need to fight with our enemies from Gaza or the Arabs who live in Israel want to fight Israel. How we will do that without having a Jewish majority here? We will protect Israel as a Jewish state. And on the other hand, we have also left parties, very radical left parties, who want to promote agenda of gays, agenda of radical feminism, agenda of doing whatever they can to do Israel like the nations and not light for the nations, to do whatever to demolish Israel as a Jewish state, but just to do it as a democratic state. And this is something very, very painful. I think we are in the biggest threat in Israel since ever in the last 70 years. The biggest army, once we were small in quantity, we have the smallest army, and we have fights with 5 armies, and we win because of the spirit and because that God was with us. And now with the biggest army, we cannot even win a small terror organization. This is all because of the spirit about our inner emunah and our inner intention, and we need to go back to our roots, to go back to the covenant, and this is something that today is not happening. But from the sky we can see all this and to understand that this is all the program of Hashem. We do whatever we can to maintain Israel as a Jewish state, and this is why a lot of people fight us. This is why a lot of people, we have so much opposition, and this is why it's so important that you, friends of Israel all over the world, will join us in our effort to build more villages in Judea and Samaria, to maintain Israel as a Jewish state, to redeem Zion in judgment, as Isaiah said in chapter 1, to do whatever we can to protect Israel as a Jewish state. There is a new era, the time of people from all over the world who are helping the Zionism movement and dream. Now it's the time to help the biblical Zionism dream, to bring inner biblical values to the Jewish state of Israel. Together with you, Bezrat Hashem, we will manage to do it. Am Israel Chai. Please be in touch. Send me messages on WhatsApp, on YouTube. Share those messages all over. And Bezrat Hashem, we will win this battle, because we are now, from down we see it as a big threat, but from up, from prophecy side, we see that in the end, everything will be good. Bezrat Hashem, redemption will come. We need to do whatever we can together with you. Please join us in action and prayer. Shalom.